rep point is Leo El Lobo Rodriguez. He comes in 0-0, fighting out of Platinum MMA, standing at 5'8". And he's got a tough test on his hands tonight. But a man that Platinum feels is ready for it. And will stand up to the test this evening, as we're going to have a little inter-London rivalry play out as Platinum MMA takes on Adrenaline Training Center in this fight. And this one should be some fireworks at 145 pounds.
Gino's one of our young up-and-coming guys. Very good jiu-jitsu, very good striker, very great movement in the ring. He's really got a lot of shows a lot of promise.
And his opponent, making his way out to the red corner, please welcome Gino Ghalehpardaz.
Well, that tough test I referenced just a moment ago, as did you, Sam. Gino Ghalehpardaz, a man you know very well from the Adrenaline Training Center in London. 2-0 coming into tonight's fight. And both of them finished in the fights. He tapped out Derek Bates in the first round due to a choke and defeated Chris Archer at PFC 3 by way of TKO, just 2:27 into the second round.
Gino was really the new generation of mixed martial artists. From the time he began training, he was working jiu-jitsu and striking equally. So he's really he's not a one-dimensional fighter in any way. He really can fight anywhere the fight goes. He's prepared to take it.
And of course, when you fight out of the Adrenaline Training Center, there's a lot of eyes on you. One of the elite gyms in not just Canada, but all of the world. Produced a number of the top UFC fighters, as well as the top fighters generally around the world. Sam, Adrenaline Training Center is the breeding ground for Canadian mixed martial arts. The number of guys you've sent out of there onto the top promotions in the world is astounding.
You know, I don't like to toot my own horn too much, but we're pretty proud of what we've accomplished at Adrenaline.
And here we go, London fight fans. The following contest is being brought to you by Dr. Faisal King Rahman and Mark Ruddock Photography. Scheduled for 3 rounds in the featherweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, wearing the red trunks trimmed in black and gray. Standing 5 feet 8 inches tall, he weighed in at 142 pounds. He's a freestyle mixed martial artist, making his debut for you in the cage tonight. Representing Platinum MMA and fighting out of London, Ontario, ladies and gentlemen, here is Leo El Lobo Rodriguez. His opponent across the cage, fighting out of the red corner, wearing the black trunks trimmed in gray. Standing 5 feet 8 inches tall, he weighed in at 145 pounds. He's a freestyle mixed martial artist, bringing his way to the cage undefeated with a record of 2 wins and no losses. Representing Adrenaline Training Center and fighting out of London, Ontario, ladies and gentlemen, here is Gino Ghalehpardaz. This featherweight contest is scheduled for 3 rounds or less. Referee Woodrow James.
Woodrow James, third man in the cage, and we talked about a broadcaster's nightmare earlier on. This one much easier. Leo Rodriguez in the red trunks, Gino Ghalehpardaz in the black trunks, and Gino's smiling.
What is? You know what? He's confident. He's happy to be in there. He really enjoys what he does.
He winked at him. There's something a little bit disconcerting about a guy that's that excited to go into the cage and do this. As Ghalehpardaz comes out early on, throwing the kick. Rodriguez, maybe a bit surprised there as Ghalehpardaz comes crashing in towards the cage, but Rodriguez ends up on top. Ghalehpardaz goes right for the armbar. Rodriguez tries to spike him. Got him off there. back into the guard, but Gino rolls again for the armbar. Now Gino trying to drive his way through. Rodriguez trying to play a bit of a strength game here. Goes with the hammer fist.
Rodriguez looks like a very strong guy.
Oh, great roll by Ghalehpardaz. Yeah, certainly some power in the hands of Rodriguez. Oh my! Leo
Rodriguez gets a warning for grabbing the cage to avoid that takedown.
Boy, that was as obvious as it gets. He just about pulled the wall of the cage with it.
Woody did a good job of giving him a warning. I'm sure if it happens again, he'll be deducted a point. Very strong, very athletic guy, Leo Rodriguez. Did a very good job arching out and rolling and regaining top position.
And Gino's just rolling for submission after submission in this fight.
One thing I really like about the way Gino fights is he always stays on the balls of his feet. He keeps in constant movement. Very rarely stands still.
I'm going to give the folks watching on pay-per-view a laugh, but he looks like a young Kazushi Sakuraba. Just so relaxed, easy going. He's having fun. And for those of you who don't know who Sakuraba is, go buy a bunch of Pride DVDs and just watch on repeat.
At least he doesn't have those ears.
That's right, that's right. As Leo Rodriguez throws wildly and Ghalehpardaz right back to his feet. Leo trying to stalk him down.
Leo Rodriguez looking very confident, hands down at his waist, very relaxed look on his face.
Now, one thing that I've been told in the past, when you see somebody do that, Leo Rodriguez smiled and shook off that kick, that means it likely hurt something.
Yeah, a lot of times that's them trying to pretend it didn't hurt. That made a pretty good smack. I would imagine that he felt that one a little bit.
Ghalehpardaz trying to move his way back in, and again.
Inside leg kick.
Again, Rodriguez shaking it off, but as the end of the first round comes, Sam, it was the second kick that sounded really strong. I don't know if Leo's trying to do that for the benefit of the judges, or if it's just the psych-out thing he's attempting, but you can't tell me those didn't hurt.
Yeah, those, you know what though, sometimes those ones that make the loud sound, they do some superficial damage, and but the ones that make that thud sound, those are the ones you really gotta watch out for.
Yeah, well, I referenced Uriah Faber earlier, and I think a lot of folks watching these fights would remember his fight against Jose Aldo and the sound those leg kicks made. That was violence.
Yeah, it's like the sound of somebody hitting a side of beef with a baseball bat.
That's a great comparison. While we're waiting for the second round to get going, out of the guys you fought in your career, who was the one that kicked the hardest?
Hornesky, hands down. kid kicks like a mule.
Yeah, I've called a couple of his fights, and when he kicks, it makes a different noise than when most people kick. As backing up is Gino Ghalehpardaz to start the second round. He got a kick off at the same time.
Back kick.
This is one of those chess matches.
We got kind of a contrasting style in striking here. Gino is staying on his light on his feet, trying to land lots of volume of punches, whereas I think Leo is trying to land, is kind of waiting, and he wants to land that big home run.
Remember the body kick that Leo shook off? There's a big welt on his right side right now. Oh, Gino tried to go up high that time, but Leo was able to block that. Rodriguez trying to stalk him down. Gino goes for that leg, has the single. Rodriguez able to sprawl. Now Gino onto his back.
Very comfortable in a guard position. Really likes to play this guard game. Really works a lot on his jiu-jitsu.
Well, they're right in front of us, and Ghalehpardaz looks very comfortable here. Stacked up.
That sounded good, but I think he hit the mat there, not Gino.
That one might have hurt. And there you see Ghalehpardaz.
Got a 2-on-1. Now, Leo was able to pick him up and slam his way out of this, but that was early in the first round. This is, he's managed to escape that armbar attempt.
He's able to get control of the ankle of Ghalehpardaz before an up kick could come. Now a shot to the body, a couple up top.
You can really tell that Leo Rodriguez is a very physically strong 145er.
Absolutely. And Rodriguez trying to stack Ghalehpardaz up. Now this is a difficult position for either guy to do a lot of damage from. Woodrow James watching closely, and they'll just stand them back up. Boy, he said it, same contrast in styles, a real chess match here.
Yeah, we got a real speed and movement guy in Gino against a power guy in Leo Rodriguez.
Yeah, Leo just wants to come straight forward. And Gino found a nice home for the jab there. What could get Leo Rodriguez in some trouble here is it seems like every time Gino lands anything, Leo comes straight looking for him and overextends a little bit on the way in.
I think Gino wants to take this fight to the ground, but the only way he's been able to get him there is by pulling guard. And Leo's starting to figure out that he can just, stand up out of his guard and keep the fight back to get the fight back to his feet where he seems to be more comfortable.
Couple of body kicks at the end of that round had that thud sound you were looking for. But again, this is one of those fights that's got to be very hard to judge because of the contrasting styles. Both guys have stuck to their game plans. Neither one has taken a whole lot of damage. How do you judge it?
It's, like you're saying, it's a really tough one. I definitely wouldn't want to be in the judge's position right now. We got Leo, who's kind of landed some of the harder punches, in my opinion. He's been able to defend the takedown and defend any kind of ground attacks that Gino's thrown at him. But, Gino's kind of maybe landed a few more punches, not quite as hard. And, and he's managed to have get a couple submission attempts in. So it's really, there's really a lot to take into account.
And in terms of visual damage on one of the fighters, the only mark that you can see on either one of them is the welt on the rib cage of Leo Rodriguez.
Yeah, there's really hasn't been any real big shots that have hurt either one of these guys. Good show of respect to start the third round.
Well, and by the way these two have fought, you can tell how much they respect one another. Well, Leo tried to find that right hand home. He came out with a southpaw stance.
Both these guys are in great shape. They really haven't slowed down at all in the first, even into this third round.
Ghalehpardaz went up and over the top with that kick. Oh, that time tried to fire the left hand over the top. Now Rodriguez to throw a kick, but Ghalehpardaz out of the way. This has been a fight that you can almost classify a counter fight. Both guys have had their best success staying out of the way of the strength of the other.
Yeah.
Oh, that time, Ghalehpardaz was able to bait him a bit. Has the double.
If Gino can hang on to this position, he's got a very good chance of winning this fight. Round 1 and 2 are very close. It could have gone, either round could have gone to either guy. So this fight really might come down to this third round.
Ghalehpardaz able to keep control in that guard position. Has again been able to walk his way back up is Rodriguez. Ghalehpardaz looking to take him right back down. Right in front of us, and Ghalehpardaz gets him down right into a half-blind position.
That's 2 takedowns for this round. I think Gino's a little bit up on the scorecard for this third round.
Gino trying to work that left hand inside. Leo Rodriguez using the cage.
The raw power of
He was able to get that through.
We got one arm in one. Oh. Gino goes for the up kicks. That's the first time we've seen that tonight.
I think he landed a nice one too. Again, hard from our vantage point to see everything that's going on.
Leo Rodriguez finally able to land a good hard right hand.
But Gino's got a triangle position.
Just raw power. The guy is strong. He's in the third round and still able to slam his way to that triangle.
Last 10 seconds of the fight.
Very impressive, but also a very risky move.
And again, Gino diving in for that single leg. Oh, hard shot to the body from Leo Rodriguez, but that's where this fight's gonna end.
Very tough fight to score. Very good job by both guys. They both were implemented their game plans very well and were both able to stick to their original game plans throughout the fight. It'll be interesting to see who the judges give it to.
Well, that's where I'm having trouble in my own mind for a scorecard, Sam, because both guys were able to accomplish most of what they wanted. Gino would have liked more clean submission attempts. Leo would have liked more power punches. But for the most part, they were able to stay out of the way of the other's strength and implement a little bit of their own.
That's very true.
And it seems like every time we've gone to the judges' scorecards tonight, it's been a tough one. Some great matchmaking for this show tonight.
What's interesting about this fight is Leo had Derek Kersey in his corner. I'm assuming he's one of his jiu-jitsu training partners or coaches. Derek Kersey actually trained at Adrenaline for years before going over to Purebred, so he might have had a little inside track on Gino there.
That's an interesting point. Perhaps a good reason why Leo was so up on Gino's submission attempts. Trevino's making his way back into the cage, which means we've got a decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, a round of applause, please, for both of the men on this stage. After 3 rounds of amateur mixed martial arts, we go to the judges' scorecards for a decision. All 3 judges scored this contest 29-28 for your winner by unanimous decision, Gino Ghalehpardaz.
Like we were saying, a very close fight.
All right, Gino. Way to stay undefeated. Way to stay undefeated. Congratulations to you back here in center cage with you. Here's all your cameras, man, so say what you got to say to all your friends, family, and fans watching tonight.